up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Monji TV. On today's episode, we've got this BMW 340 on the lift. It's F36, I believe. It's the Grand Touring. We are doing a full cooling system replacement. And when I mean full, I mean literally every component that has to do with the cooling system is getting replaced. Everything from the main water pump, the coolant control valve, the auxiliary water pump, the upper outlet, the oil cooler, radiator, heat exchanger, turbo lines, radiator hoses, reservoirs, overflow tanks, you name it, everything is getting replaced. We're gonna be walking you through all of that. As you saw, I was just kind of tearing things down. I'm gonna do a better job reassembling everything. I just had the GoPro sitting right there, filming me do everything. But we've got the coolant drained. We're starting to get all of the coolant hoses out. These things are smoked. This car's got about 100,000 miles. And if you were wondering if your 100,000 mile BMW needs a cooling system refresh, well, I can guarantee you it does. This car has never been touched. Nothing has ever been done. You can even see just right here, this is the outlet for the upper hose. It just straight came out of the hose. That's how freaking blown out it was. And then I just grabbed it to see how weak the upper outlet was, and it completely just sheared in half. All of these hoses were starting to really start to leak badly. You know, some of the stuff was so stuck that I literally just had to like cut it off. There's more hoses in the car. Here's a little plug that goes in the block. Another piece that just broke in half. I mean, literally everything is smoked. 100,000 miles on your BMW. You should think about replacing your entire cooling system. Don't just do a couple hoses. Don't just do your oil filter housing. Don't just do your coolant control valve, upper outlet, or whatever you think is leaking. Do it all. And I'm gonna continue to tear this thing down and show you guys why. I'm sure when we get the oil filter housing off, it's gonna be super brittle. I didn't mention that we're doing oil filter housing. Literally everything you can possibly do is being done. So let's get to it. Let's get the rest of this junk out, and we'll really lay everything out on the ground, give you guys a full look at the cooling system and the state of the cooling system, how bad it actually is. And then we will move on to installing all of the new hardware, which is all factory BMW parts. Not even one single part is from Rhine or Vico or anyone else. Literally every single piece is factory BMW. And with that said, we should have zero issues because it's all factory BMW, and this should last at least another 100,000 miles or 10 years basically. So let's get to it. Guys, we've got this thing basically stripped down. We've got the mechanical water pump out of it, the coolant control valve, upper outlet. I've got two more bolts on the oil filter housing, which are on the back side over here. I need to get the transmission oil cooler out of the way to get those. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but that's basically out. I just wanted to show you guys like how messed up the stuff is. The new pump, you can see here, it's got this nice freeze plug. The old water pump was so cooked. The freeze plug, you would have never seen that, right? Things mounted on the block like this. You'd think your water pump's solid. Nope, this thing's got a leak in it. So completely smoked. All of these hoses are completely smoked. I literally just took like even this off. This is the upper hose here. Actual housing, or the coolant reservoir. Gonna start putting in all the new lines. Basically all of the lines are out. I still do got to get the radiator out, but I wanted to get the mechanical pump in, get the oil filter housing, kind of get this whole side dressed, get the heater core lines on and just all of that stuff, and then we'll kind of work our way back over to the turbo side to get the turbo lines. But a lot of progress already. We've got our new radiator, the big radiators there, heat exchangers here. All of these lines are all factory BMW lines. I've unbagged basically everything that I know for sure I need. One of the turbo lines we may or may not use because it kind of runs behind the turbo, and we basically have to remove the turbo for that. That's upper one here. I may just put an O-ring on that and then replace the line that goes around the cylinder head. That's one of the last things to also do is this line here, which sucks, that wraps around the back of the cylinder head. But we'll get that done here in a bit. Just wanted to show you guys kind of where we're at. Next thing up, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this water pump back on just because I don't like that being open and I don't like the AC pump hanging and stuff like that. Anyhow, let's get to it. All right, guys, we took the cross brace off up top. Kind of the easiest way to get the radiator in and out. So we've got both heat exchanger and radiator out. Heat exchangers here in the box. Kind of all the old parts are laid here on the ground. And in the box here, main radiator, heat exchanger, they're all looking brittle and freaking starting to turn brown. So yeah, if you guys got 100,000 plus miles, you should think about doing all this, really. Anyhow, water pumps in and torque, 12 Newton meters on those bolts, all nice and good. We're gonna go ahead and get the heat exchanger radiator back in, cross brace. Still need to go below and get the oil filter housing out, which we will do here in a bit. But yeah, I'm just kind of working my way back, and then we'll work our way to the other side. So let's get this heat exchanger in, get the radiator out of that box, and get all this stuff mounted. All right, guys, we got the oil filter housing out. We've got the block all nice and clean here. I'm gonna do one final wipe down, and then we're gonna throw this oil filter housing in the car. It's time to get it in. This goes to the water pump here. This goes to coolant control valve, or actually no, that goes to the sensor on the upper outlet. You've got the coolant control valve thing here. This is your oil level sensor wire down there. Don't mind those. We're gonna get it all nice and clean and get the oil filter housing. I've already gone over and swapped over the oil cooler, torqued the bolts to 10 Newton meters. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy in. All right, guys, I was gonna save all this stuff for the customer, but it's just making a freaking mess of the shop. So we've got everything loaded in the trash can, about to take it out there. One last look at this stuff, guys. If you've got a B58, any BMW for that matter, these plastic, modern day plastic cooling systems just suck. They really don't last as long as they should. You can get about 10 years, 100,000 miles before you start to have problems like this, if you're lucky. This customer actually has about 130,000 miles. He has done none of this stuff, which is honestly the longest I've seen the water pump, coolant control valve, or hoses even last. But as you can tell, all of this stuff is completely smoked. So we're gonna go ahead and take this stuff out. Unfortunately, we got the wrong radiator somehow. So I'm gonna save the radiator just for comparison, but everything else I'm gonna be junking. So let's get this stuff in the trash. Guys, all of this stuff is where it should be, where it belongs, here in the trash. Complete freaking joke. I actually didn't even realize that little stubby hose there has a little piece of the coolant control valve, even, or whatever, or the thermostat, or the upper outlet. Still stuck in it. That's how brittle it is. Everything literally destroyed. We're almost done with this thing. I wish we had the freaking radiator. It's like 2 a.m. Customer's supposed to pick up tomorrow, and we're missing parts. So we'll have to sort that out in the morning. Couldn't stand all that shit being in my shop all night. All right, guys, we are getting there. All the hoses are basically in for the most part. I'm working on cleaning up the intake valves. We've got some cleaner. We've got the downpipe off so that we can get to the rear turbo water line. I've got the water line that wraps around the cylinder head done and the auxiliary water pump clip back in. So this line, this metal line here that goes around the back of the engine is done. We got Chad here helping us finish up this Volkswagen. But anyhow, she's almost there. I gotta get the bolts in this AC pump, which I totally forgot about actually before I put the fan in. So we're gonna go ahead and get that now because that's important. And I also got the little parts that I needed here for this plug up front, just from BMW. We still gotta do the injectors, bunch of stuff still, so let's get after it. All right, guys, we've got all of the coolant lines done. I ended up getting the turbo lines in. It was quite a pain in the butt, but finally got them out and the new ones in. We've got our new little crankcase breather line in. Everything has been cleaned. Coil packs are in, injectors are in, as you saw. All that stuff is tight. The big bolts on the injector rail are 7 Newton meters, small are 4 Newton meters. The coil packs are just hand tight, nice and tight. O2 sensors are in, downpipe is back in, all tight by hand. Basically, we're ready to throw the intake manifold in. I just finished cleaning the, sorry, don't mind the hat. Just finished cleaning the intake valves. They're all nice and clean now. And the mating surface. So we're gonna grab the intake manifold and make sure the gasket on that is clean. We'll do a quick wipe down on that. Chuck that bad boy in, torque it to 11 Newton meters, I believe, is the torque. We'll get that all situated. There's 2 outside bolts here that are 10 Newton meters. We'll get that nice and torqued in. We'll get the harnesses clipped in. We'll get the throttle body on, charge pipe on. We still got to drain the oil and put some fresh oil in it, as there's a fresh filter in the oil filter housing. We also need to put some coolant in it. So we're gonna get some coolant in the bad boy and get everything together. So we're almost there. Let's get it done. All right, guys, so everything is in and tight and clipped in where it's supposed to be. All of the lines that run up under here are all clipped in where they're supposed to be. Everything's looking good. We've got no leaks. We've put coolant in the system. We just drained the engine oil. We're about to put some fresh engine oil in it. There's a fresh oil filter in the actual oil filter housing. We just need to put on this underbelly pan, the engine cover, and basically start the thing. So I'm gonna go ahead, put the underbelly pans on, get everything all nice and tight, all these 8mm bolts here, and then we'll bring the car down. We'll put some oil in it and we'll start it up for the first time. We'll give you a quick look at the top, and that's pretty much it, guys. I know this wasn't the best, you know, installation video. Really, you guys didn't get to see much because I just said you said over here. But the main purpose of this video is to kind of showcase how bad the cooling systems get on all BMWs for that matter. It's not just B58s, this is pretty much across the board. All these BMWs have a ton of plastic in the cooling system, and by 100,000 miles, it's all shot. Like I said, this thing's got 130. He made it exceptionally far for being a completely OEM coolant system, but anyhow, we've got it all replaced. Everything is done with factory BMW parts. So this thing's gonna last at least another 100,000 miles. We also did the fuel injectors and obviously an oil change. Customer's gonna be stoked. Let's get this thing down. Let's get it started and take it for a test drive. All right, guys, as you can see, the B58 is all back together. O2 sensors are in and plugged in, coil packs, injectors, all of the vacuum lines clipped down, tightened in, harnesses to the ECU plugged in, got some coolant in her, got some nice 50-50 mix. We've got the trim panels in the back, the strut brace, everything is in, charge pipe, belt, you name it. This thing is almost ready for first start. I gotta put some oil in it. We got some fresh 040 Castrol. We're gonna go ahead and throw this in it and get this bad boy started here. So without further ado, let's put some oil in it and get her going. All right, guys, it's time for first start. So we're gonna set you up over here and see, I'm expecting a little smoke probably.
If you like this video, be sure to check out the next one. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and like the video. It helps a lot. Thanks, and see you in the next one.
Let's go!